later. For right now, I want to go to Neil, the 604 atheist, who's calling into Truth Wanted today. Oh, look at that. We got the, production crew is ready. They already have his avatar up on the screen and everything. Neil, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Dan, what's up?
Alive Saturday, the lights, the roof are up.
It's Friday, but yeah.
Yeah, Friday, sorry. Not quite Saturday yet.
We got Friday night lights up here.
We do have the Friday night lights
They're up on the ceiling. And Neil, you're calling into the show. What's going on, man?
Yeah. And hello, Jim.
Hey.
Actually, I was calling in because I was in the chat earlier, doing my moderating stuff. And I said, Jim should come on my show and share his deconversion story. And someone said I should call in and look for the truth in that.
Oh, it is absolutely nothing exciting. In fact, it's kind of boring. I was never very devout. My family is Catholic. And I just I started doing a deep dive into Catholic apologetics. At the same time, I was also kind of looking at, I'm a software engineer by trade. One of our biggest problems in software engineering is estimates. And my question was, why are we as software engineers so bad at estimating? You'd think that at the time I was, between 15 and 20 years of experience, that I would be rather good at it, and I wasn't. And I was like, well, how do I improve? And that got me into all kinds of stuff and how the mind works and the brain works. And those two things dovetailed into apologetics is really, really bad
Because you found out that humans are perfectly designed and that everything about us is great, right? We have the perfect systems.
So, no. Okay. It's worse than that. So there's over, 10,000 hours of videotaped evidence that people don't understand numbers. And it's a little show called The Price is Right. And the premise behind it is really simple. They've had the same 20 or 30 freaking products on their show since the 70s.
Or something similar anyway.
Yeah. Now, cars and high-ticket items have changed over the years, but the dishwasher soap they use and a lot of these smaller products they use on their smaller showcases have been the same. And
I wonder why that is. Could they be sponsors, maybe?
Part of it is because they're sponsored. Part of it is because the guy who originally created it wanted certain things. He didn't want to promote anything that wasn't healthy, and he had some other restrictions on there as well. And there aren't a lot of products, and people are lazy, I think, is what it really comes down to.
That's true.
But the ones that are easy to guess are where people are guessing high-low, or higher than or lower than, which is what we're really, really good at, or size of. So if I give you 4 countries, like, say, India, Uganda, Switzerland, and the United States, and I say, okay, order those from largest population to smallest population, 80 to 90% of the people can get that right. But if I tell you, give me the population numbers, nobody's going to be even close. And so as you go through Price is Right and you watch it from this point of view of how are they manipulating the players to fail? Because they don't want to give away the car. Giving away the car is an accident because that's a big ticket item. And if they give away the car, they don't make as much money on that show. So when they get to the car, they want you to come up with a very specific number. Or very close to it.
Okay.
And we're really bad at that.
Uh-huh.
But that's why estimates are so off on things and why when you go to the mechanic, they go look at a book to figure out how long it's going to take to remove and replace this particular item and then what the item has cost, and they base their estimate on that and why estimates have gotten better. But we're really, really bad at associating numbers because numbers don't mean anything. They aren't evolutionary important. Anyway, so yeah, we're just really, really bad at things that matter now, like math. And so all that dovetailed into, oh my God, this really doesn't really work. The apologetics is horrible. We're making excuses for really, really bad things. And realized that I was, in fact, an atheist. And then I was in Phoenix at the time, Phoenix, Arizona, and joined Human Society of Greater Phoenix. And then the rest, I think I said earlier, I got the opportunity to sell my house for more than it was worth because I bought it at the absolute wrong time. And moved to Austin because it's consistently in the top 3 great places to live. And it had the ACA, and I actually came and visited. And I had been here before. I did college for 2 years here as well. So all those things. But yeah, that was kind of my basic deconversion story. It wasn't exciting because I didn't have a deep faith to begin with.
I like how math is incorporated into your story, or just numbers, I guess, not necessarily math.
Yeah, but math and how we understand numbers, and which tells me how we understand logic, because that got me into all of the ways that our brain doesn't really work so well.
Yeah.
There's a specific term I'm trying to think of, but like I said, I have a brain like a steel sieve.
We have cognitive biases. For
Cognitive biases, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, cognitive biases were the ones I was thinking of. And the
definitely
100 and some odd identified on Wikipedia, yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead, Neil.
I said, no, we definitely do have cognitive biases, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And Neil has it worst of all. Just kidding.
I
Neil's
do.
great.
Yeah.
I'm making fun of Neil, but Neil has actually consistently been like on the live chat on Truth Wanted almost more than anybody I know. Neil is really great. You should go check out his channel if you haven't already. And best
Well, you
thing.
just heard a little bit of a sample. Technically, we just heard a little bit of a sample because Jim basically told how he deconverted.
That's
And
right.
Basically, what I do on my show.
That's what Neil talks about. In case you're interested, Neil talks about deconversion stories. I was on Neil's show one time. That was really cool.
Yes, you was.
And you should definitely check that out if you like me. But yeah, go check out Neil. And he's going to be at Faithless Forum this year speaking alongside me and a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
And I'm super looking forward to that. So Neil, I just want to say thanks again.
Totally.
Thanks again for calling into the show and being a supporter of Truth Wanted, my friend. You are valued.
Oh, you
and
bet.
I appreciate you so much. So thank you.
Love you big time, bro.
I'll see you later, Neil.
Jim?
Oh, he was going to say something for you, Jim. I'm sorry.
okay.
I stopped the call.
That was all his fault. He's got the box over there.
It's
I'm
my
not
fault,
texting
Neil.
it.
I'm sorry. I let you go. But you know, Neil actually is not a human being. Did you know that? He is a bear.
A bear.
He is a bear in a human costume.
Okay.
And I will keep saying that until it stops being funny, because I pretty much have been saying that for at least a year or two now.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, it's true. So, Neil, I know you're not a human, but we love you anyway.
Do you have any
giant
evidence for
Canadian bear?
for your claim that he's a bear?
Have you seen him?
No.
I
don't think so.
He looks like a bear.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
Just because someone looks like something, does it mean that they are that?
look, I'm not going to get into this right now. All right? Neil's a bear.
I'm just curious about your claim. That's all.
Look, my epistemology is sound. All right? Years of philosophical training and study of biology has led me to the conclusion that Neil is, in fact, a bear.
It has.
Yeah.
How'd you come to that conclusion?
Stop. I'll publish my methods when I'm good and ready, Jim. It's going to take a little bit. All right? Science is a peer review process, and you can't have your answers right away.
I'm trying to review your process.
You don't count.
Oh.
You don't count.
Oh, he wounds me.
You gotta be in my field
core.
of study, the study of Neilology. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,